So welcome back on part 2 of how to load a unreferenced assembly on runtime. So I found one little mistake that will make it harder to load them. So instead of using the configuration file in the tag, I'm going to put the app file .full name there, because that's easier, so we can keep on using this one. So here we need to use load app and the list view apps dot selected items and index 0, show a error, generate method stub. Where is it added? Here. Just going to cut and copy it to here. I mean paste. Delete this one. So what can we do with this? We have our list view item with the tag so assembly. Just type it, will show an error and import system.reflection. So now dim app as assembly equals assembly dot load file. Now the file will be something like this. So dim app no dim app path as string equals list view item dot tag. I'm not sure, but I'm going to use cast type to make sure it's a string. So now we can use the app paths, we don't need that. So we loaded our assembly, but that's not everything. We need to now create a instance using the create instance method to get the iApplication file interface to be loaded. So dim config as config file equals, and then we can use this function load config file, and this takes app path as parameter. So app.create instance, and now I can just use config.type. As you can see, it says here type name as string, ignore case true, because it can be that we have a like a letter in capital that doesn't need to be capitalized. So we created our instance, but as you can see, it says on the end as object. So what you can do with object is again cast it to something else. So app interface as application is equals cast type this one comma iApplication. So now you have this, and what you can do with app interface is, like we said, we have app and we have start. So I'm going to make it a smaller name because it's way too long to type. AI dot app dot mdi parent is equals me AI dot app dot that's everything. You can just now do AI dot start. So this is the code to load it. Yes, it is. We added it, configuration loader. So that's one thing. Now we need to create a configuration maker. It's a really small. Maybe I should use console application because that's way easier to use. Config. Nah, just using the application. Config maker. Okay, I'm going to add a text box, another one, a button, another button, and 3 labels. Pet type name button browse button ok txt name txt path what did I say, txt type and txt path. Yes, we're going to use open file dialog. Dim open file dialog as new open file dialog. Oops. Open file dialog dot show dialog. If equals okay. Now we can do txt path.text equals open file dialog dot what is it? File name. Is it save file name? I'm going to do pick file name. Then you type in all the rest. Okay. Dim fss file stream is equals file dot open txt path dot text open or create, and now we need reads write access dim encoder as new binary for matter encoder dot serialize file stream new how did we call it, config file txt name dot text and txt type dot text. It will show you error, but just right click, add reference, this one, and now import youtube.os. Code it and config. Yes, that's all good. And now we can make a test application. So class library to make it DLL, test app, test app can be removed, just add a Windows Forms, I'm going to call it app. Yes. And now closing all these, and now here if you click this button you can open and close it, and we go into the designer because we need to change it to it will show some errors, don't worry, it will be fixed in a second. YouTube OS dot base form. Okay, now they are gone. Now you need to rebuild it. It seems that there is let's see, configuration manager. Okay. Now let's see, rebuild all succeeded. And it looks like it will now be fine. Okay, so that's good. As you can see, the add als VB, now the maximize bugs button is disabled. So I'm going to put on some stuff here so you can see it's the one we created. Now we also need to I'm just going to close this. So go to the codes and inherits base form. Implements application. When you press enter, it will show up the things we typed, like the app property and the start. Return me, and the value doesn't really need to be set, so but me equals value. Nope, just leave it empty, doesn't matter. And here you can type me.show. So let's rebuild it. Open the folder in Windows Explorer. Okay. Let's open the configuration maker. Let's test it out if it works. Okay, which one is it now? Let's see. By just removing all of them, you can see it. Rebuild it. Rebuild all started. Oh. Because this one is open, it didn't rebuild. Rebuild it now. And it's this one we need. So again, configuration maker, name paths. Again, desktop, YouTube OS, test app binary, open. The name will be test123 or something like that. And to get the so the app .vb see there's something object browser right here. Here we can see all the paths to something. So it is test app.app. Okay. I hope it created it. Yes, test app.config. Copy these files, binary debug apps, paste them in here, close that one, and now let's test it out. Okay, as you can see, it loaded it here. Let's see that again. If we remove these files to a other folder. Now it's empty. One more time. Test app, start app, and as you can see, it loaded the app. You can load it several times. So that was how to load a unreferenced assembly on runtime. I hope you liked it. If you did, like this video, maybe comment for ideas for a new video, or what you want me to show, like some things I forgot to do. I will also upload the full source codes, and I put a link in the description below. So thanks for watching, and I also upload a new video next week.